guys, welcome back to the channel Daughter of Increase. My name is NayDenise. For those of you who are new to the channel or who just happen to stumble across this video, I am the founder and CEO of DOI Ministries, that is Daughter of Increase Ministries, and I help you to increase in your faith as well as relationship with God in Christ through Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. And I do that by posting twice a week. I post on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And so today's video is a life update. I feel like every 3-4 months I have a life update for you guys, and like you probably think like what the heck is wrong with this girl, but I promise you I would not be making these updates if it was necessary, right? And so if you follow me on Instagram, be it my personal Instagram or DOI, you pretty much kind of know already what's been going on. But I recently went to the hospital. Here's a tag for the hospital. I cut it off, but that's the hospital tag. And the reason being, you guys know I've been dealing with the migraine situation, right? And they go and then they come. They'll come for like 2 weeks. Sometimes they'll come every other day. Sometimes it's every day consistently. And then it'll go away for like a week and a half, and they come right back strong. And so been dealing with that since last year. Y'all already know. And when those migraines come, I pretty much have to basically rest my entire body. I can't have the lights on because the light bothers my eyes. And I've tried all types of medication, okay? I've tried the sumapretin, aka Ametrix. I used 2 of those pills. They gave me a pack of 9. I used 2 and I stopped because I had more side effects than I did it giving me relief, which was very strange. And I mean, all parts of my body was hurting that should not be hurting. Like, yeah, it came to the point where it was hard for me to sit because my butt was hurting from the medication, and that makes no sense to me. And so after the second time, I didn't take it anymore, and it wasn't helping the migraine situation. I currently have ibuprofen 800. My mom gave me some. I've been taking ibuprofen 800 for maybe 2-3 years now. You know, I think my body is now immune to that specific medication because it does not work. And when I was taking ibuprofen 800, I wasn't just taking one. I was taking 2 pills, so that's about 1,600 mgs, right? And so, yeah, my body's pretty much immune to it. I can take it. I feel nothing when I take, like, I don't feel any relief when I do take it. But I still have to kind of take something, right? I've tried these Excedrin migraine. People have said to try it. Tried that, doesn't work. I've tried Tylenol, extra strength, regular Tylenol, doesn't work. Tried Aleve, doesn't work. I will say the one thing that kind of worked was when I did go to the ER the first time, because of the migraine. They put something in the IV that helped with the pain. It wasn't like a massive relief, but it did help with the pain. But the problem is I don't want to have to do injections. That's one thing I don't want to do. It took me 18 years to get over needles. Not gonna lie, like, it took me 18 years. And I can get a shot, no problem. But to have to inject myself, I don't want to have to do that. And so I am not up for taking injections at all. I know some people who, you know, dealt with migraines and they've gotten surgeries. Not doing any surgeries. I refuse to do that. Then I know people who get like specific piercings. I think they get this pierced and then they get up here pierced. I ain't doing it. I'm gonna get maybe 4 more piercings. I'm just gonna get a 3rd hole on each ear and then another cartilage here and a cartilage here. That's the only piercings I'll be doing. So yeah, I'm not doing the piercing that supposedly helps with migraines. Not doing it. But I've just been dealing with the pain, right? And a lot of people tell me that I shouldn't have to suffer through pain, but when the doctors have no clue what the heck is going on or why it's happening and no medication works for me, the only thing that I can do is literally deal with it, live with it, and seek God, right? And I know that sounds crazy because no one should have to live with pain, but no pain medication works. Like, none. I've been to the ER twice. The first time they were kind of helpful where they gave me something, but you know, the medication they gave me is literally sitting over there. I don't take it because of the side effects. The side effects are crazy. And then the second time I went was Sunday. So I'll explain. I went because I've noticed that outside of like my vision blurring and outside of the headaches, the migraines, right, outside of the dizziness and the nausea, and sometimes losing balance, because I sometimes do lose balance, and most people don't catch it. Only my friends, my sisters, excuse me, from church really see when I'm losing balance because they know me, and so they'll catch me and be like, all right, go sit down. Like they make sure. And so the newest thing that has been happening for about 2 weeks is back pain. And it is not the like, oh, your back hurting type stuff. Like, no, this is like a back pain that like stops you from really doing much of anything. And it happened on a Sunday morning. I was getting up to go to church, and I literally screamed and cried. My mother had to come in the room, and I still was gonna try to go to church, but she told me to stay home, and I didn't want to stay home. I could not turn to the left side. It hurt like ever to turn my body, to sit up, to it was just excruciating pain. And so I said, maybe, okay, so I was like, maybe it's just something, maybe I slept the wrong way. And so I didn't say anything. I didn't call a doctor or anything like that. It wasn't until this past Sunday, actually, that it was really severe, because basically with me having the pain that I have in my back, I can't stand for too long. I can't lift things. I can't do much of anything, which for me is frustrating, because there's so many things that I want to do, and it's like my body's preventing me from doing it. And most people tell me to go get the allergy test and do this and do that. When I say the doctors have done that, I've done MRIs, I've done the CAT scan. They put me inside the machine and did the little spinny thing. They don't know. And so I do have to see a neurologist, which is a specialist. And trying to get a neurologist appointment has been crazy. For New York, where I go to my doctor, Montefiore, they had no openings until December of this year. I'm not waiting that long, right? And so my mom looked for another place, because she works in the medical field and could look into systems and things like that. So she found one here, which is Rutgers, where I actually went and got my wisdom teeth removed and root canals and all that. And so they have a neurologist. And so I did have an appointment. I believe it was earlier this year I was supposed to go see them, but the person I was supposed to see left, and so they sent me a letter saying thank you for your business, but I never met the doctor. And so I had to then find another one there, but luckily they did have openings, but it's not till September. And so I have to now sit and deal with these migraines and now pain in my back, because I can't get seen until December. And I can go to the ER, but I went to the ER on Sunday, because I MC basically for the month of March, and I think I had to MC last year, but I couldn't because of the migraines. And so I felt bad, because even though it wasn't in my control, because I really couldn't stand or see properly, I was like, you know what, I'm going to push for this month and try my best to MC. And so I did MC. If you want to see the service, you can click the I was real quick about it, just because I was in so much pain, but I still made sure that I got everybody active within the service. And so it was right when the dance ministry was getting ready to finish and my bishop was going up, that I had to pull over to the side, and I broke down crying because the pain was really bad. And so basically right here, but on the back side, there's always a throbbing sensation, and it feels like a spasm, but it's not a spasm, because I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling, because people are like, oh, is it a throbbing, is it a burning, is it tightening? Like, it's a weird feeling, and it kind of makes my whole area here numb. And so with that, it then causes lower back problems. And so I actually just took off an icy hot patch. I've been wearing these on my lower back. My mom actually just put this one on, I think, was it Sunday or Monday? I think Sunday night she put this on, up here on the actual spot that was hurting. And it gave some slight relief, because she put it on top, and on my lower back it helps, but it's not like major relief, right? And so went to the hospital, and it was the worst experience of my life. Pretty much the nurses there that were in the back, because I did triage and all that. So the nurses in the back, there was a male nurse that came to me. First of all, the night shift at the hospital, trash. He told me to my face we can't cure your migraines, which I'm not here for my migraine. I'm here for the simple fact of back pain, right? And so wants to, he said, okay, well, do you have a bruise? No bruising. Any rash? No rashes. Proceeds to ask me if I had herpes. I'm like, herpes? No, but I'm not sure what that has to do with it. Whatever. No herpes. So he said, well, let me see. I took my shoulder, the sweater off my shoulder, let him see. He saw there was nothing there. He didn't understand. And so he proceeded to push on the spot, which is like right here, sorry, right there. And it wasn't like a gentle push. This man proceeded to push severely, and I'm screaming at this point, saying, ow. The first thing this man says, oh, well, that's not your back, it's your shoulder. I'm in pain and I'm screaming ow, and you're just telling me, while still pushing on my shoulder, it's not my back, it's my shoulder. I don't care if it was my left toe, my right pinky toe. I'm in pain. So then he proceeds to say, we're just going to give you a mix of something. A mix of what? What medication are you going to give me? I went to, mind you, this hospital they work with they're under my actual doctor office. Like Montefiore has like a lot of places in the Bronx. And so I didn't go to my typical hospital for Montefiore. I went to one of their smaller emergency rooms. And anytime I go to a doctor or a hospital, they at least tell you, okay, we're going to give you a mix of such and such and such, and this is what it does. This man said nothing. This man got on his phone, was texting, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? First of all, when I got there, might be TMI, they do the urine in the cup. I peed in the cup or whatever, and they had me hold my urine in the cup for 45 minutes. They would not take it because an order wasn't submitted. And so you made me pee in a cup for no reason. So I was already annoyed. Then when I got up to speak to them about the cup, a woman took my seat, looked me dead in my face, and did not want to get up. And so I had to stand. And it wasn't until my mom had to call somebody to get me a chair that a woman brought me a chair, okay, and allowed me to sit down. And it was just very unprofessional. It was very disgusting. And I ended up walking out. I walked out because I was tired. And I had already knew that they weren't going to be able to tell me anything, because I know that even though I have physical things going on, this is not just a physical health concern. This is more so of a spiritual attack. And many of you may not even understand when I say that, because a lot of people have like given me ideas of what I can do, and what I can eat. But when I say nothing has been working outside of praying, it's a spiritual attack. And spiritual attacks do manifest physically. And so, obviously going to the doctors and stuff to make sure it's not, anything internally with me physically. But, I was over it, because I already knew that they weren't going to be able to tell me anything. And I knew that they weren't going to be able to explain anything. I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't connected to the migraines, because this is a new symptom that has been going on. And it happens right when a migraine gets ready to come. And what it feels like as well with a migraine is that when a migraine is coming on, it's kind of like a sensation of someone grabbing the back of my head and squeezing. And even when I'm in church, sometimes that happens, where it feels like something is squeezing me. And even at the very beginning when the migraine started, I felt a squeezing on my shoulder. Again, many of you may not understand. If you, I mean, it's a spiritual attack. I don't have any other way to explain it outside of that. But it feels like someone is actually grabbing on the back of my head with their palm, and their fingers are like digging into the back of my head and my shoulder. And so, yeah, I walked out Sunday. I was upset. I was frustrated. It didn't really help me. I actually walked out in more pain than I was when I went, because now he had my arms throbbing from pushing on that spot excessively, and they gave me no relief, no medication. At least when I went to the hospital before, they give me medication inside of the IV that kind of helped with the relief. And so I will never ever go back to that hospital ever again. And I actually ended up calling Montefiore on Monday and told them my experience and let them know, like, I have been with y'all since I was born. I'm 30 years old and I'm going on 31. I've never been treated like that at any hospital. Like, that was horrible. And so, I've pretty much been on bed rest. I'm supposed to be going, so I called, my doctor didn't have any openings until June, and so they said that they would get me in to see a nurse. for this week. And so I'm gonna go Thursday to my actual doctor's office to speak to the nurse, and so the nurse can figure out if this, I just want to know if this is connected to the migraine, because if it's connected to the migraine, then that's a problem for me. If it's not, then they can figure out why I'm having that pain. And so it's just been bed rest for me. It's just been medication that doesn't work, right? It's just been me having to really keep focused, and really trust God in the midst of everything, because this is not something that I thought I would ever have to go through. This was never a thought, and so I've just been home in bed. I did go out Saturday, actually, which probably added to the pain Sunday. Sorry about that. I had to get my nephew as I'm getting ready to watch him. But yeah, I did go out Saturday with some of the kids from my church. They went to Sky Zone, hence why I got the Sky Zone shirt on. I had an observer ticket, so I literally sat. But we went at night, and so it was really late, and a lot of people were there, and so it was hard to find somewhere to sit. And if I did sit, I sat on the floor. And so I think that also added to the pain for Sunday. And so it's just been resting and doing much of nothing. And so, luckily I have the tablet, I have a keyboard and a mouse, and I have a desk that you're actually on top of right now. And then I have all of my pillows and teddy bears. Like, I've been using my teddy bears as pillows. Like, what do you look at? You see yourself? Ooh, ooh. I'm actually gonna put this one behind my back. And because they're squishmallows, that actually feel better. They're not hard. They're really, really soft and cottony, and so they feel like marshmallows. And so, yeah, that's pretty much been my life. You okay? Ooh, who's that? Who that, Donnie? King. Poor baby. Oh, yeah. Want your toy? Sorry, guys. He does have a slight cold. I think he's sleepy because he keep rubbing his eyes. I do babysit him, so that's what I'm getting ready to do. But yeah, I just wanted to keep you guys updated, because I know it's like I'll say I'm gonna do these videos and then nothing happens, and that's why the March freebie hasn't been done. The Patreon, I was doing so good with it, and then I had to fall back on it. But thankfully I have a tablet now, I have a keyboard, literally here it is, with the mouse that I can work on from the bed. My mom got me a pink desk for the bed, and so yeah, today I'm just going to be reading. I'm gonna actually read Egypt's Sister by Angela Hunt. I wanted to make this a reading vlog. We'll see if I do, because I kind of want to do like a series Wipeout, which I've seen on BookTube, where you basically complete a series. And this is a 4-book series. I read book 2. This is book 1. I also have book 3 on my TBR for this month, and then I just have to do book 4. And so I'm debating on how I want to do this. I'm gonna watch a couple of videos and see while I'm resting. I do have some oatmeal here that I'm snacking on. The plan for today was to actually record and also do body butters, because I had some orders in, but it's just been so hard, and so I'm pushing as best as I can, doing the best that I can, and believe in God. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go and get this little guy over here. He over here is chewing on his fingers. You chew on your finger? So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. So it's not that I don't want to do the videos, because you guys know I love being here on this channel with you all and sharing the word with you all and teaching you all, doing book reviews and stuff. It's just been really hard, like, and I think what could add to it is that I have most of my stuff in a tub, and so I have 4 tubs with my clothes, and then I have to pick up the tubs every other day, which can add to, I guess, the pain in my shoulder. And then I'm carrying stuff for church every Sunday, which can add to my shoulder. And then when I go to my friend's house, I feel like I'm like moving out, because I'm taking like 2-3 bags, because I'm taking my Bible study stuff, I'm taking my laptop, I'm taking clothes for Sunday. Like, it's been insane. And so I really feel the Lord calling me to 60 days of just pure solace, of pure quiet. And so I'm definitely going to draw into that. I'm still gonna obviously make content for you all. It might be sporadic, which I don't really like, because I honestly I do get a little bit of money from YouTube, and so when I'm not consistent, I'm not making as much, but I'm also not here for the money, right? And so I'm just gonna take it easy as best as I can and keep pushing and doing all that needs to be done, and still focusing on the Lord and trusting Him in all matters. And so that is pretty much it. Um, if you want me to talk more about my experience with migraines and the symptoms that I've had and auras and stuff like that, how I know my triggers, let me know. I can do that. I never thought I would have to make a video like that, but if you guys are interested and would like to know, or if you're dealing with migraines or whatever, just let me know. I don't mind at all. You guys know I like to be as open and transparent with you as much as I can, or as much as God allows me to, rather. And so, yeah, that's my life. So my back hurts right now. Like, my lower back is on fire. Like, not even lower back, it's like the middle of my back hurts. Ooh. So I'm gonna go, and I will chat with you all in the next video. Bye.